Plus...
Oh, now that is disgusting. I'm sorry.
When it comes to the world's dirtiest jobs, the only question is, how Rowe can you go?
I'm willing to try anything that's legal.
Mike Rowe's done it all, and now he's giving us the dirt, including the one job that's too dirty for daytime.
I saw a little your tushy in that one.
Look a little closer, you'll see a little more.
Welcome. You know, I love breaded anything, you know, flour, egg, breadcrumb around eggplant, chicken tenders, zucchini, whatever. What I don't like about it are the gummy fingers you get. I mean, they're like fun for a couple minutes and then you're just like, ugh. And I really hate it when I forget to take off my rings first. My husband hates that too. You know, it's a pretty dirty job, but at least you get a very tasty reward. There are some dirty jobs that don't give you tasty rewards. This guy, he knows what I'm talking about. Watch this.
So what does a glamorous and cosmopolitan place like Las Vegas do with all its uneaten food? I'll give you a hint.
So you gotta go in after it.
Well, how deep is this?
Elbow, maybe at the worst. If you reach, got a long arm. This ain't so bad once you get used to it, right?
I'll let you know as soon as I'm used to it. We got some sort of backup here.
Oh, there's a shovel right there in front of you there.
Gotcha.
There you go. We just had too much of a good thing, you know what?
I was just thinking the same thing, Bob.
Hey, Mike, come on back up here and get to work. Quit playing around down there. We got some hogs to feed.
After 4 hours, 11 minutes, and 23 seconds, we finally had something that resembled cheese.
You kidding me? Please give him a warm welcome. He deserves it. The man with the dirtiest job in show business, Mike Rowe. He deserves everything. He deserves a cold beer, plate of hot food. God bless you.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm a lot better than you, brother.
Hungry?
Oh, no. You really, not much could make me not hungry, but that really...
Yeah.
And I love cheese.
Not
and
anymore.
The stinkier, the better.
Right.
But the idea of smelling cheese being made for 11 hours...
Sticks with you.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And not a good way.
No, not really.
How did you get conned into doing this to begin with?
I have no one to blame but me, really. I was working in San Francisco a few years ago. We were trying to come up with a segment that would be fun. I had a buddy up there, a guy named James Reed, that I was working with, and I wanted to do something that kind of as a tribute to my grandfather and my dad, who had many dirty jobs, you know, and I thought they've been making fun of me my whole life. You know, I'm in entertainment, and, you know, they're real guys with real jobs.
They're like men's men.
Like, when are you going to do something like, you know, that's like work? So I figured I'd do a few of these shows, put them together, do like a 1-hour special. Got it to Discovery, and people started watching, and then they started writing in, and then I don't know how to stop it.
And then they sucked you in, and just when you think you can get out, the dirty hands pull you back in.
You're totally in. You're totally in.
Well, how do you feel about it now? Do you wish that you never thought of it, or are you really proud of it?
The truth is, it's really gratifying. Every day now, something happens. It's a simple show with big themes, you know?
That's right.
And last time I was in New York, I came out of my hotel. I was with a writer for the Times, I think, and we were just walking to where we were going to have a cup of coffee, and a cop pulls up on the curb. The two cops pull out, and one says, "See, I told you." And they bring me over. You know, we shake hands, of course. The cops love the show. There's a guy in the back seat in handcuffs. He recognized me. So he tells the cops, you know, "You got to see that guy." So, you know, we exchange pleasantries. We're interrupted by a fireman who's coming out of the alley. He doesn't have time to talk, but he high-fives me.
Oh,
and then
that's so great.
at the end of the block is a garbage man who hops off the back of his truck and literally thanks me for his romance life because he's getting like all this action because of the show all the time.
People can really appreciate these men and the jobs that they do.
Sure.
And women. We got the resume here. You want to hear some of the grossest ones? The roadkill remover.
Good times, yeah. Yeah, it's a great dirty job because the guys who pick up roadkill, look, it's tough. I won't kid you. It was a rough day. But statistically, if those guys all call in sick for 2 weeks, no interstate commerce. Literally, the roads would be clogged. Nobody stops and gives the roadkill remover guy a high five. But believe me, if the trucks stop running,
job.
it's horrible.
Sometimes I have to like pull over because if I see a little thing that didn't see it coming like that, sometimes I just get so worked up I just pull right over.
What do you do? Do you just
cry?
You just pull over and weep?
I pull over and have a miserable moment. And my first driver's test, I hit a cat, and that was terrible. I never got over it. I got out of the car and I went house to house with the cat. It was horrible.
Did you pass the test?
You're really cheering me up, buddy. No, I failed. Oh. Thanks for rubbing salt in it.
Sorry.
Septic tank cleaner. Want to talk about that next?
Actually, the septic.
Now that is disgusting. I'm sorry.
No, that was the day, though.
Thank God for these people, though.
Are you kidding? That was the day we knew for sure that we had a series and not a special. Les Swanson was his name. He lives outside of Madison, Wisconsin. When we were standing in a septic, it was a pumping station, up to our waist, and you don't want to know, surrounded by God knows what.
How do you not lose your lunch?
I did, but so we're standing in that too, and it's about 110 degrees in there. And I looked to Les and I said, seriously, what happened to you? How did you wind up here? The man's in his late 50s, right? He used to be a guidance counselor and a psychologist, and he was like, I just got tired of dealing with other people's stuff. I'm like,
so now he's doing it literally.
But it's the same thing.
But it's that easier.
He comes home, his day is done, he takes a shower, it washes off, his life has balance, he's a happy guy.
God bless him. That's one I couldn't live without. That's one none of us could live without. We're going to talk more about the very dirty jobs this man here does so well after this.
Coming at you. Is this Mike's dirtiest job ever?
Go ahead and get naked and put my apron on, and I invite you to do the same.
Ooh, that is some cold enamel back here.